Alright, let's make some more buildings, shall we? Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to select all these ones and just drag them to the back on the x-axis. Alright, so I think it'd be cool if we had a plane in the middle. Let's just do that. Go to the old spark, which is the create panel. Okay, create plane. Boy, I love when my mouse just hovers. Alright, W, where are you, my friend? You're at -109. Unacceptable. Let's go to 0. Tab 0, boom, centered. Looks cool. Okay, if you want to change the color, there it is, a little review, refresher. Let's do this. Alright, cool, that's done. So again, simple box. Alright, if we don't have any segments, my friends, watch what will happen here. T for taper, ready? Do it. Do your magic. Ooh, that's working nicely. Now, can I do a curve? That's the question. Oh, I can't even see it. Come on, people, help me out here. Oh, look at that. That's what the intent would be. Okay, so watch what I can do here. I'm just going to duplicate this as a clone, copy there, and watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down on the stack here. Okay, this is kind of cool. Now, as soon as I add segments, and I think it'll be better if oh my god, I can't see a thing. Help me, please. Okay, there we go. Look at that. It is now deforming in the direction that we had intended. So watch. Outwards or inwards, my friends. See how simple that is? So actually, pardon me, segments do help. I can't even see a thing here. All right. You get what I'm saying, right? Here we go. Add some segments. It's looking good. So this could potentially be a building for you. All right. So come back here. If you're so inclined, press on box. Come on down at the bottom. So basically, it's a stack. Think of it as on a shelf, bunch of things, one on top of the other, and you want to taper, or you want to come back and change your basic parameters, and you're welcome to do that, right? And the key here is for us, if I could just click in there somehow, and I can do this, right? That's cool. All right, and, good enough for now. So those are just simple buildings. All right, back to the yellow spark, which is the create panel, and I will create a simple box object now. Like I said before, 3ds Max remembers your segments from the previous creation. So I will go to autogrip, my favorite tool. Okay, in this, I wish Maya had it. You guys hear me, Maya people? Bring it on. W, there's one, okay, and I slide this over. It's going to do a more of a Morgian style building here. Let's try if we can do that. Okay, let's go hold shift and slide, bring it down, press OK once, and let's see, can I do that right now? Kind of cool. I'm going to hold control to multi-select, hold shift to duplicate one more time. Come on down, there it is. All right, and let's leave it at copy, and if you want, you can actually pick a color here. Wow, boom. And change the colors again. We'll deal about the edges in the next video, or perhaps even this one. Let's see, green. You can have fun with these, okay? It's taking too long here. I can't see a thing. Whew. Yeah. Alright, good times here. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Alright, so feel free. So that in itself is a cool building, okay? And nothing is stopping you from creating a couple more. Now, notice, if you want to be accurate in these things, normally you'd have a piece of paper and you'd have your information written down. So this one here is basically, let's say 28 by 12. Okay, now if I had actually, it's a good time to talk about this. Let me just hold shift and duplicate this one more time. Okay, now watch. If I change it to instance, watch what happens here, okay? If I change parameters on one, what's going to happen to the other? And I can't click. Look at that. Both will be affected. Kind of cool, right? So that's the advantage of an instance. When you're making duplicates that are in a similar style family and you're going to just have them all over the place, you can do that. But when the one thing is the color will not be affected. Okay, they're independent. So again, that's an option for you. Okay, if I press I'm going to delete that right now, and if I want right now at this point, I can go back to the creation panel, create, and create little boxes here, right? And again, we don't need those side segments. It's W, slide it in, and you can do what you want to do, right? There's that. So I can have that in here, and I can, for this one, let's say, change the thickness. And I'm sorry guys, the video card is really not cooperating today, and I'm not sure what's going on with the school image. Future, I'll just record stuff from my own home computer, my own laptop, make it easier. Here we go. Okay, so bingo. Again, do me a favor, don't select things in the center here, because what you're actually doing is actually going in Y, X, and Z space, okay? And if I press Control Z, go back. So the best thing for you is if you are moving, please stick to one axis, okay? Your life will be much, much happier. Okay, click once and move on the X only. That's kind of cool, right? All right, then I think that's kind of cool. And let's just make it more funky and cartoony. Let's go to taper. T for taper. All right, and maybe we'll taper out as opposed to in this time around. And you will notice things will change, right? So we need to adapt accordingly, like you see here. W, let's select this one, bring it out a bit. So just, oops, okay, that's not bad. And I'll bring this one out on the Y. Done. See? And you guys all can come out accordingly as well. Move it over and so on, like whatever you want. Right? This could be like a really cool picture frame balcony or glass space, like a two-story sloth, right? That's kind of cool. You just let your imagination run, my friends, my students. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so I think maybe this is kind of cool. So you just made yourself another building by adding basic objects. Okay, so that's simple enough, and nothing is oh, you know what? Maybe it's a good time to bring this one on. Okay, let's do this. Instead of you know how it is here, standard primitives, we'll go to extended primitives and watch how cool this is. Oil tank, for example. Most of the Star Wars buildings, if you look closely, you'll see that this shape is used quite often, and I would suggest also for you to try capsule. Check that. Nice. How sweet that is. So imagine if you made multiple of these. W. Let's shift this out on this way. Yep. Come back to the modifier panel and resize it. Okay. And again, I'm sorry guys, I can't select anything. I can't. Oops. I know what I did. Mistake. When I duplicated this, okay, and that's why I don't like using instance. So let's do this properly. Duplicate, because I want it to be independent. Keep it a copy, okay? That's very important. So let's see this. See now? That's kind of cool. Change the height if I can just ever select it and then push that back in. There's all these align tools and such to teach you guys, but you're with me for 4 weeks. I'm going through a lot of stuff. So if I select both these guys together, and oops, I just go vertical marquee selection and just drop it down like that, you're not going to see it. So that's kind of looking different, right? And nothing is stopping you as well from using, let's go back to standard primitives. And this is one of my favorite tricks. All right, we have a sphere. Yes, we all know that looks like a sphere. This will probably be one of the few times that I will actually use a scale tool. Okay, boom, R, which is up here, scale. Squash that boy down, bam, 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 right down here. So all of a sudden I have a stadium, right? Let's just make sure I'm selecting Alt. And again, you can delete the bottom half hemisphere, and it's a sphere. Hemisphere 0.5. Dunsky. Look at that. You didn't even have to convert the objects. I don't want to teach you guys things too complicated. Okay. So I think that's it. That's my buzzer. Music will start shortly. Okay. So Balian out. This is kind of cool. So you got yourself a stadium somewhere in the in your city. Okay. Balian out. Bye-bye.